Behind Hollywood's flawless smiles and red carpet glamour lies a reality few dare to openly discuss. In an industry where youth, beauty, and perfection are treated like currency, the pressure to look ageless has quietly pushed many stars toward dangerous cosmetic choices. What begins as a small enhancement can quickly spiral into irreversible damage physically, emotionally, and professionally. These are not stories told to shame or sensationalize, but to reveal the hidden consequences behind image-driven decisions. Tonight, we look beyond the filters and spotlights to uncover real stories that challenge our understanding of beauty, identity, and the high price of perfection. Carol Bryan's decision to pursue cosmetic enhancement was never about vanity or fame. In 2009, at the age of 47, she hoped a simple facial filler procedure would refresh her appearance and restore confidence. Instead, it marked the beginning of a devastating medical nightmare. During the procedure, Carol was injected with a harmful mixture that reportedly included industrial silicone substances never intended for safe cosmetic use. Almost immediately, her face began to swell. The pain intensified, and over time, the damage grew worse. Multiple corrective attempts failed to reverse the destruction occurring beneath her skin. As her appearance deteriorated, Carol withdrew completely from public life, isolating herself from friends and family. The emotional toll was unbearable. At her lowest point, she admitted to considering ending her life. In 2013, Carol underwent complex reconstructive surgery that partially restored facial movement. However, the damage was irreversible. Injury to her optic nerve left her permanently blind in one eye, and she would require additional surgeries for the rest of her life. Carol Bryan's story stands as a powerful warning. Even minor cosmetic procedures carry serious risks when safety, qualifications, and materials are ignored. Dennis Avner, widely known by the name Stalking Cat, became one of the most extreme and recognizable figures in the history of body modification. A Navy veteran and computer technician from Michigan, Avner's journey was deeply shaped by his belief system and Native American spiritual influences. In his early 20s, after what he described as spiritual guidance from a tribal elder, Dennis made a life-changing decision to physically embody the spirit of a tiger. What began with tattoos intended to reflect his identity gradually evolved into a complete transformation of his body. Over the years, Avner underwent more than a dozen surgical procedures, including facial bone reshaping, subdermal implants, ear modifications, extensive tattooing, and dental alterations. With the help of professional body modification artists, he pushed both medical and social boundaries. In 2008, Dennis entered the Guinness World Records as the person with the most permanent body modifications to resemble an animal. While controversial to many, his transformation was not about shock or imitation. It was a deeply personal expression of identity, belief, and self-definition that continues to provoke global discussion. Donatella Versace is not only one of fashion's most powerful figures, but also one of its most visually debated. Long before critics focused on her appearance, Donatella viewed transformation as a form of self-expression rather than an attempt to meet conventional beauty standards. Her journey began early. At just 11 years old, she started lightening her hair at the encouragement of her brother, the legendary Gianni Versace. That moment marked the beginning of a lifelong relationship with image, style, and reinvention. Over the years, Donatella openly embraced cosmetic procedures, including Botox, dermal fillers, and skin treatments, resulting in an appearance that is bold, distinctive, and instantly recognizable. Public reaction has often been divided. While some criticize her dramatic changes, Donatella has never apologized for them. She rejects the idea that beauty must conform to youth or tradition, choosing instead to define it through confidence, individuality, and power. In an industry obsessed with perfection, Donatella Versace stands as a reminder that identity, when owned unapologetically, can be more enduring than public approval. Jocelyn Wildenstein is one of the most recognizable and polarizing figures in the world of cosmetic transformation. Often referred to by the media as Catwoman, her dramatic, feline-inspired appearance has sparked decades of fascination, speculation, and judgment. Despite widespread belief that her look is the result of extensive cosmetic surgery, Jocelyn has consistently maintained that much of her appearance is natural and influenced by her genetics. Regardless of the cause, her transformation became a cultural symbol, raising complex questions about beauty, autonomy, and excess. To some, Jocelyn represents fearless self-expression, a woman who reshaped her image according to her own vision, indifferent to public approval. To others, she serves as a cautionary example of how far cosmetic enhancement can go when balance is lost. What makes Jocelyn Wildenstein's story endure is not shock value alone, but the conversation it forces society to confront. Her life challenges traditional definitions of beauty and asks whether personal freedom and self-modification should have limits, or whether individuality, however extreme, deserves to exist without apology. Jordan James Park, often called the British Lip King, gained international attention for his dramatic cosmetic transformation inspired by reality star Kim Kardashian. Originally from Birmingham, England, Jordan first entered the public spotlight after a lip enhancement procedure went wrong, leading to his appearance on the television show Botched. Rather than retreating from public attention, Jordan chose to fully embrace his unconventional look. Over the years, he has undergone numerous cosmetic procedures, including multiple rhinoplasties, liposuction, chin implants, and repeated lip enhancements. He has spoken openly about both the physical pain and emotional challenges involved, acknowledging that cosmetic surgery can become addictive. Despite warnings from medical professionals, Jordan remains unapologetic about his choices. For him, transformation is not about pleasing others, but about exercising personal freedom and control over his own image. Jordan's story highlights a growing cultural debate, where the line lies between self-expression and self-harm. In choosing to stand firmly by his vision, he challenges society's expectations of beauty and raises important questions about identity, autonomy, and accountability in modern aesthetic culture. Lyn May, born Lilia Guadalupe Mendiola, was once a celebrated dancer and actress who defined glamour and confidence in Mexico and Latin America during the 1970s. Known for her beauty, charisma, and commanding stage presence, she became an icon of her era. As time passed, Lyn sought cosmetic treatment not out of vanity, but to correct a minor facial irregularity she had lived with since childhood. What followed became one of the most heartbreaking cautionary stories in cosmetic history. Trusting the wrong person, Lyn agreed to an unregulated facial procedure and was injected with baby oil, believing it to be safe. The results were devastating. Her face became severely distorted, and the damage worsened over time despite multiple corrective surgeries. The transformation shocked fans and sparked widespread concern, exposing the dangers of unlicensed cosmetic practices. Lyn May's experience is not a story of excess, but of misplaced trust and lack of medical protection. Her journey serves as a powerful warning. When safety, credentials, and transparency are ignored, the cost of beauty can become permanent. Beneath every procedure lies a responsibility, both medical and ethical, that should never be compromised. Pete Burns, the unforgettable frontman of Dead or Alive, was never afraid to challenge norms. Famous for the global hit You Spin Me Round, Pete was just as known for his fearless, ever-evolving appearance. What began as a single nose job gradually turned into a lifetime of cosmetic procedures, reportedly hundreds driven by his desire to align his outer image with his artistic identity. For Pete, plastic surgery was not simply about beauty or youth. It was a form of self-expression, a creative extension of who he believed himself to be. However, the cost was steep. Many procedures led to painful complications, infections, and the need for repeated corrective surgeries. Despite serious warnings from doctors, Pete continued, believing each change brought him closer to his vision of perfection. Behind the bold confidence was real physical suffering and emotional exhaustion. Pete Burns' story sits at the intersection of art and excess, a powerful reminder that when identity becomes tied to transformation, the line between self-expression and self-destruction can quietly disappear. Pixee Fox is one of the most extreme examples of cosmetic transformation, known for reshaping her body to resemble a living cartoon character. Determined to defy conventional beauty standards, Pixee underwent numerous procedures, including jaw reshaping, ear modifications, and the surgical removal of 6 ribs to achieve an ultra-small waist. For her, these changes were not impulsive, they were deliberate steps toward a carefully imagined identity. Many surgeons refused to operate, warning her of serious and potentially life-threatening risks. Still, Pixee persisted, viewing her body as art rather than biology. To her supporters, she represents radical self-ownership and the freedom to design one's own image without apology. To critics, her transformation raises serious concerns about obsession and the limits of bodily autonomy. Pixee Fox's story forces an uncomfortable but necessary question. Where does personal freedom end and self-harm begin? In a culture increasingly driven by extremes, her journey challenges us to examine how far society encourages transformation without always protecting the person beneath it. Jayne McConchie, a social media personality from Australia, has become globally known for pursuing what she proudly calls a real-life Barbie transformation. By her early 30s, Tara had spent more than $85,000 USD on cosmetic procedures, including multiple breast augmentations, several nose surgeries, and countless rounds of Botox and dermal fillers. Her dramatic appearance quickly drew international attention and led to appearances on shows like Botched. Unlike many who later express regret, Tara remains openly committed to her transformation. She documents each procedure with confidence, treating cosmetic surgery not as correction, but as a lifestyle choice and personal brand. Even when doctors warned her about health risks, particularly related to her low body weight and her desire for even larger implants, she refused to slow down. Tara's story reflects a powerful shift in modern beauty culture, where extreme aesthetics are normalized and rewarded with attention. It raises difficult questions about validation, social media pressure, and whether constant transformation brings empowerment or simply moves the finish line further away. Behind every dramatic transformation lies more than makeup and mirrors. These stories aren't just about shock value or altered appearances. They reveal a deeper truth about pressure, insecurity, identity, and the cost of chasing perfection in a world that rewards extremes. For some, cosmetic surgery became a form of self-expression. For others, it became a painful warning. And for all of them, the line between choice and consequence was thinner than expected. Hollywood glamorizes beauty, youth, and reinvention, but rarely talks about the risks when that pursuit goes too far. These journeys remind us that confidence can't be injected and self-worth can't be sculpted into place. If this video made you pause, question, or see beauty culture differently, share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more untold Hollywood truths, and don't forget to like and hit the bell because what's hidden often matters most.